Now, the simple check to do before you take the car out for a test run is to just go through some easy checks on the dashboard, but also very important. So what I'm going to check for by turning the ignition key but not starting the engine is the ignition warning light, this red one, illuminating. Now typically there should be a green ignition, green oil pressure light as well. Now that could be on the same instrument, or it could be on the opposite one if there's a couple of them. Now being an MGB, this one doesn't have an oil pressure warning light, but even better, it has an oil pressure gauge. So when the engine's running, this should show a healthy reading, especially as the engine's cold. So probably 60 to 80 psi probably, and the warning light should go out. So we'll start the engine and we'll sort of just demonstrate those. Now, being cold, I'm going to have to use these close pegs on the choke cable because it doesn't lock quite correctly. Very typical on classic cars. So cold and colder, here we go. Okay, so the ignition warning light's gone out and we're showing 70 psi on the oil pressure gauge, so that's all good. So turn those off. Now, if any warning lights illuminate when you're on a test drive, then I suggest you just find a safe place to stop, pull over and have a conversation with the owner, especially if they're sat next to you, or give them a call from their mobile phone and tell them what's happened. But at that point, I think you might want to give the keys back to the owner and let them explain perhaps what's wrong with the car rather than you worry about it. So check the warning lights light up. If they don't, then you need to consider what that may mean. Okay, what you don't want is a car that they've been disconnected to hide a potential fault with the car. And likewise, if they come on showing a fault with the car when you're driving it, then that's a fault that you really don't need to worry about until the car is yours. Okay, all the best.